Welcome to my channel. Today we're stepping into ancient Rome to explore the Colosseum, how it was built, how it worked, and why it still fascinates the world. The Colosseum wasn't just an arena. It was a symbol of Roman power, where entertainment, politics, and public emotion merged into one spectacle. On ancient maps of Rome, this place is marked as the Amphitheatrum Flavium, the Flavian amphitheater, built to impress the city and glorify a new dynasty. Before the Colosseum, this space held Nero's beautiful private lake and gardens, luxury for one ruler, not for the ordinary people. Vespasian began building here to send a clear message. Rome would return this land to the people, not to imperial excess. It was his main idea. Under Titus, the opening games amazed the whole city. Celebration, ceremony, and spectacle, designed to leave everyone stunned. The building's elliptical shape wasn't random. It was engineered for visibility, sound, and crowd movement, like a stadium centuries ahead of its time. Travertine, Roman concrete, and metal clamps held it together. The result was strength, speed of construction, and breathtaking scale. Under the arena lay the Hypogeum, tunnels, cages, and machinery, a hidden from the other's eyes world powering everything above. The arena floor was wood covered with sand. It absorbed blood, easily hid what happened, and let to reset the stage for the next event as fast as possible. Human-powered elevators lifted wild animals and fighters upward to the arena. One moment, the arena was empty, and then a trap door burst open. Tens of thousands packed the stands. Vendors moved through the rows, and the Colosseum became Rome's loudest public gathering place. Seating reflected status. Elites sat closetti the arena. Ordinary citizens higher up. Entertainment arranged like the empire itself. The imperial box was a stage of power. When the emperor appeared, the crowd reacted, because authority was part of the show. Above, a giant fabric awning, the Velarium, created shade. Crews managed ropes and sails like a ship's rigging. The crowd was pure emotion, cheers, arguments, laughter, shock. Leaders understood that spectacle could shape public mood. Gladiators trained in schools with strict routines. They weren't random brawlers. They were highly prepared performers and fighters. Gladiators fought in distinct classes with specialized gear, heavy shields, lighter fighters, nets, and tridents, so bouts were matched for variety and suspense. Before combat, weapons were carefully inspected and rules enforced. Referees and ceremony turned pure violence into controlled theater. Fighters entered the arena like real stars. The crowd recognized favorites, followed their careers, and invested emotion in every outcome. Many duels began slowly, circling, feinting, and testing each other until the tension snapped into the first real attack. A defeated fighter could beg for mercy. The sponsor and the crowd decided his fate. Life or death. Everything were in their hands. Then the arena was reset fast. Attendants removed the wounded, smoothed the sand, and prepared the next moment without pause. Wild animal hunts, venations, always were major events. They displayed courage, cruelty, and Rome's reach over distant nature. Exotic animals amazed spectators. Seeing creatures from far away proved the empire's power more vividly than any speech. They staged myths too, original costumes, bright sets, dramatic reenactments. For the audience, story and spectacle became one. Backstage, engineers ran the illusion, trapdoors, pulleys, platforms. The Colosseum was also a machine for surprise. The stands were a social world, food, gossip, rivalry, noise. People came to watch and to be part of the crowd. Sponsors used games to gain popularity. Gifts and tokens turned entertainment into politics disguised as generosity. This is the logic behind a well-known bread and circuses. Feed the people, entertain them, and keep society stable on the surface. Entry was organized by numbered gates and sectors. The system guided people efficiently. Ancient instrument for crowd control at huge scale. Your token tells you where to go. It matches a number carved above an arch. Step through, and the Colosseum guides you to your place. Even the marble seats were marked. Intricately carved symbols and row numbers helped organize crowds, ensuring every citizen knew exactly where they belonged in the grand hierarchy. At night, torchlight transformed the space completely. Smoke, shadows, and firelight made the arena feel even more intense. Even rain didn't always stop the games. The awning sheltered many spectators, and fights could continue on wet sand without interruption. Inside the corridors, everything is designed for active flow of people. Arches, stairs, and passages guide movement like channels. One person beside these walls shows the scale. The Colosseum was built to overwhelm, to make you feel small. Over centuries, earthquakes, fires, and other disasters caused enormous damage. The monument survived, but time left deep scars. At Middle Ages, the Colosseum became a fortress and a makeshift neighborhood. Families built homes there, showing how it adapted and changed just as Rome changed. Stone was taken for creating new constructions. The Colosseum became a quarry, its materials reused across the city in order to develop the whole Rome. Later, Christian processions passed beneath Colosseum arches with crosses and candles, memory and faith replacing spectacle. With the time, archaeologists revealed what was hidden. Excavations mapped the underground and turned ruins into readable, alive history. Modern conservation protects the original stone. Careful restoration keeps the Colosseum standing for future centuries to open its secrets to new generations. When you overlay past and present, the scale becomes clear. This was not just big. It was an engineered experience of extra high level. Close up, the surface holds time. Every crack and layer of erosion feels like a record. History literally carved and weathered into the stone. The games were also a smart instrument for a crowd control. Power was performed in public, with the emperor as the center of attention. Rome basically invented the blueprint for mass arenas. Same idea: tiers, entrances, crowd control, shared emotion. The Colosseum became a global icon. Art, film, postcards. Its silhouette travels everywhere. In sunrise silence, it feels different. Grandeur and brutality sit side by side in the same stone. Walking through tunnels into the light feels like time travel. The building still directs you like it did centuries ago. Below the arena, the Hypogeum still lies, silent, exposed, and eerie. A maze of tunnels and mechanisms, it powered the spectacle. In one frame, the Colosseum reveals its purpose: architecture above, hidden engineering below, society in the stands, power at the center. Light and shadow across arches can feel alive. Even as a ruin, it carries enormous presence. Millions of people visit the Colosseum today, but the real impact is realizing this once held an empire's emotions in one place. Time turns metal to stone and stories to legend. The Colosseum reminds us how normal brutality can become. It outlived emperors, disasters, and centuries of change, and it still stands, asking what we choose to celebrate. The Colosseum is both masterpiece and mirror, engineering, society, power, and memory in one monument. And that's why it endures, ancient stone with a modern echo. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next story.